But
Yeah,
so,
let's just start and share the freaking link. Cause okay, hello everybody. So, we're totally completely, utterly sorry about what happened in the previous hangout. Technical difficulties. We apologize. Once again, this is a discussion about the future of the TASM franchise. It's by man, if you don't know, and would join us.
I'm so sorry
Mark,
for
you
the.
still there?
Yes, I'm still there. Can you hear me? Look, I don't know what the hell just happened. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see. Uh,
What? Oh, I
let's
don't
just
know.
continue from where we stopped.
Okay, I just shared it again. It's just something was up.
Good. Like, it's insane. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I've heard somebody saying that
But
Harry Osborn is a big.
I'm
This
looking
I
for.
was a big fan of Harry Osborn. And some guy was saying that I should be that the next villain of the Amazing Spider-Man 3 should be Cornflakes. Dude. Oh, not this again. I mean, come on. I already did the first one, which worked perfectly fine. I do not want this to happen once again. I mean, come on. Isa Bello, please do not. Why are you betraying me? Dude. Oh, wait. He'll be back soon. Please do not panic, everybody. He's going to be back soon. It's just really horrible connections. Please do not blame me. Blame some people who created the internet. Man, oh man. Okay, let's see. Damn. Such a horrible, horrible hangout. My first hangout. But then again, I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm not sure how I'm going to learn from my mistakes, but still. Just adjusting my audio. Let's see how many comments we got right now. It's okay. Let's just wait for people to answer questions. Yeah. Hey, I got Rooster Teeth on my recommendation boxes. That's cool. Well, at least there's something cool about it. Yeah. I'm gonna be back. I got dishes. I'm back, guys. For 2 more recent posts. Where's Isa? It's not horrible. It's about me. Where's Isa? Silly Folch, if you're listening to this, Isabella is gonna be right back in a matter of time, but anyway, I'm gonna show you the pictures of the girl I have a brush on. But still, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do it right here, right there. And there she struck a pose with. You know, that's the times that you're gonna have to be if you're gonna get rejected. So Sunny Fulch, if you're hearing this, then Isabella is gonna come back. It's just we're gonna have to wait. So please do not panic. He's in a limbo, according to Isabella, the reason we just commented on.
Mark? Yeah.
Oh, hello, Isabella.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. I got out of limbo, so. Okay.
So, Silly Fulch
sorry
was
about
asking, where were you?
Sally, I'm back. Sorry, really. This is a little embarrassing, but it was worse than my first hangout, so it's cool. It's fine. I totally understand this. So let's just get back into the action. Ask the questions. We'll discuss this. Everybody's involved. We're not just the only 2 people talking here. So, yeah. All right. Have we gotten any new comments yet? People asking questions. I know this is really embarrassing.
Well,
whatever.
in the previous video, some guy was asking questions. Some guy was asking questions about who's going to be the next villain. I heard a guy named Harry Osborn says that I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
And some guy was saying that the next villain of the Amazing Spider-Man 3 should be Cornflakes with Harry Osborn.
What?
Discussion with Isabella. That's bullshit. That's what Sally just wrote, and just 1 minute ago. Sorry, Sally. It's just technical difficulties. It's just. I'm gonna be there. Let me just increase your volume. Let me increase my volume. Oops. I've uploaded an app. I'm not supposed to. Damn, so many things. My camera. You see me? Damn it. It's. Oh, here we go. Cool. Let me just get the right part. Chat. Here we go. Chat. Let me just come back here. Right there. What the? Oh, that's cool. I did not mean that. Cool. Sorry.
Finally, again, and I have a twin brother. Hey, want to say hi, twin? Well,
Hi.
he's gone.
Yeah, he's just standing there, just
Anyway.
biting his thumb.
Loser. Anyway, yeah. All right, Mark. I was actually talking about something the other hangout, considering Kraven's Last Hunt, and the Black Suit arc. I think Peter Kent asked a question about whether we would like to see the Black Suit in future TASM movies. I mean, like TASM 3, TASM 4, who knows? Obviously not 4, because the Venom movie comes before that. But he was just like asking that question, and I wanted to get into it a bit more, a bit story arc. Uh, to answer Peter Kent's question, uh, the thing about Craven is because he's just a human. I mean, like he's a very trained, well-trained hunter and stuff. It would add that factor that Electro didn't have, which is like Electro was godlike. He was somebody that you would see his powers. Obviously, they look cool, but you can't actually imagine yourself as that person. Like, oh, I can travel through electric poles and electric lines or whatever. But with Craven, it's like Bane almost in like the Dark Knight Rises. He's this crazy epic villain that Spidey has to fight, and it's really a last hunt because now Craven has to show his skills as a hunter. He's always been holding back.
Isa Bello. Isabella, you're scaring me, dude. What's happening? Isabella,
Yes,
you were
am I
saying
finally
something about
back? I'm sorry, I can't.
you
I
were
didn't.
saying something about Craven being like Bane.
Yeah, something like that. Similarly, I mean, like they're similar in terms of like being cinematic villains. I mean, they're both human in general, not they're not like superhuman or anything, except if they're going creative or something. So I couldn't see your hand. What did you want? What did you want to say?
I want to say that some guy was saying that could Craven be like cross species genetics, with the tiger DNA? I do not think so. I'm pretty sure he should be like a trained type of hunter, where he basically just learned the motives and the actions of any type of creature, any type of animal, mammal, any type of animal around the world.
Yeah,
And now he's gonna have to find the ultimate prey, which is and the ultimate being to hunt down, which is Spider-Man.
hmm.
That's what I think. He shouldn't be
Yeah,
an Oscorp. He just gotta be there. He just has to like stop Spider-Man with his own bare hands. He needs to have his own TV show, with skin tight leopards and his own minions, like from the Ultimate Comics, where Craven had his own
hmm.
TV show, reality show.
He was I thought it was Australian.
Really? Australian? Okay. virtually impossible doing it right now. Oh, Isabel's here. Good, good, good. Seriously. Good, so good to have. Isabel, you said something about Craven being like an Australian.
No, it's fine. I did. Sorry about the connection, guys. Don't know what the hell's going on, but keep popping out, popping in, but whatever. Yeah, I thought that he was Australian in the Ultimate Comics because, like, I don't know, it was the show. He had a show, of course, but I thought it was Australian. I may be wrong. Was he still Russian?
Well, his name is Sergei Kravinov. Well, and I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to like wait. We're gonna have to like do a little more research on most of the Craven type of guys. Most Craven's universes, you know, different types of universes.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe that, of course, as I stated in the other hangout we had last week, that we saw a cat emblem at the end of TASM3, obviously foreshadowing Craven. But and Mark Webb also has stated that he's interested in Craven as a villain. He also stated Mysterio and Scorpion. What do people think about Scorpion, actually? Because I know he's similar to Spider-Man in terms of, like, they have similar powers, they can crawl up walls and stuff. But Scorpion has a tail. But what do you think of him as, like, being a side villain in the movie? Like being connected to J. Jonah Jameson or something.
You know, I do not really want to see Scorpion in the Amazing Spider-Man the story, you know, in the franchise. I'm not sure how it's going to be established, but it's going to have to involve J. Jonah Jameson. See something like that, but I'm not sure how they're going to get him into. I think producers and the directors said that the Sinister Six is not going to be like the original Sinister Six, you know, where it had Electro and Doc Ock and Hobgoblin. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like the Scorpion, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Scorpion's going to be made into realistic live action. I mean, it's just they're just going to have to like create something with this guy just to make this guy the type of guy that we need to we want, you know, the type of guy who wants to battle Spider-Man. We do not need another sympathetic villain, you know, like Electro, you know, who doesn't want to be a bad guy. But that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I agree with that, because I'm really tired of sympathetic villains. I think Harry Osborn right here is one of the best villains in the series so far, because he's not really sympathetic. He's psychotic at this point. He's insane. He's lost his mind, which is interesting. Yeah, Mark?
So was the Rhino. He was also not sympathetic. He was just a crazy dude, a crazy Russian gangster who wants to wreak havoc.
Yeah, which I loved about his character. And Paul Giamatti did a great job, I have to admit. It was great as the Rhino. I actually rewatched I actually rewatched TASM 2 recently, and I know a lot of people have been saying that, oh, TASM 3 is doomed because the critics hated the. So, like most people have mixed reviews about it. You know, I just watched the movie again. I couldn't see. I didn't feel like all those complaints that they were making were totally true in terms of, like, I know they set up a lot of plot points, but if you watch the movie, you'll see that every single plot point, no matter how badly fleshed out it was actually fleshed out. Even Felicia, even if she didn't do much, she was at least established in the series as a recurring character. Dr. Mencken as well. He didn't kill him off, and off any villain. Obviously, Electro isn't dead, so he's not. Obviously, wasn't killed off. But I was happy at the fact that they were able to handle so many things, but yet it made sense in the end. And for me, the only complaint I would have about the movie, I know this is like a mini review again, but I'm just stating it because of the franchise. The only complaint I might have about the movie is probably the fact that we could have finished the origin story in the first one, so that we could focus on like expanding the universe in this one. So if they had finished all this, all the parts of Peter's parents and everything in the first movie would have been complete and epic and awesome, and would have established Oscorp as the source of all these genetic misfits going around destroying the city. So I think they would have saved them. That would have saved them a lot of screen time in the second one if they had just finished it in the first one, instead of wasting time on unnecessary scenes like Dr. Roth. For God's sake, so unnecessary. I'm stating this again. But yeah, what do you think, Mark?
You said that Dr. Roth is unnecessary.
He could have been replaced by Dr. Mencken. That's my point. I mean, like, they didn't have to create a new character for the series at all.
I'm not sure if he was like a new character. He was rumored to be the prologue album, but that didn't come true. I'm pretty sure he was there to like represent. Maybe he's just. Well, everyone's been talking about him being the prologue album like a possibility, but that's not that anymore. And some people are speculating that he's there to become. He's there to be a decoy who is actually the chameleon. And remember, the gentleman had five conversations with the chameleon, you know, when the gentleman was first introduced.
Yeah.
Just think about the chameleon.
Let's see. Well, aside from that, I guess we should just, move on with this thing. In terms of, we've talked about the love story. I personally would like them to do the jackpot scene as a cliffhanger at the end of TASM3. Let's not have Mary Jane yet. Let's feel the effect of Gwen's loss in the movie. I think it'll do better for the franchise in the whole, instead of just bringing in somebody. But we can have Black Cat, which is where better yet, if we have Kraven, we can have the love aspect being handled by Calypso, like in the Spectacular Spider-Man series. I think that was done beautifully, and that could replace Gwen's, absence in the movie. I mean, the absence of like a relationship per se, because I doubt Peter's going to be with anybody in this movie, TASM3. Probably, maybe until the Sinister Six or TASM4. We're not even sure.
I agree. I mean, the producers did say that the upcoming, the new franchise that they're creating is basically inspired by both the Ultimate and the not the 616, but they're inspired by Spectacular Spider-Man as well.
Yeah. Which shows a lot in this series. I mean, most of it is almost drawn exactly from the series Spectacular Spider-Man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Mark Spearson is here. He says, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" I'm not joking. He actually just said that.
Who?
Mark Spearson. He's there.
Marcus Peterson. Oh, Marcus. Oh, thanks for joining us, Marcus. Let's read some of the comments, the new comments that we have. I bet we have a lot. So. New questions? Any questions? We should have.
Can there be? Who? I'm not sure. Can you? What other type of questions were there in our first hangout? In this channel.
There was one about Eddie Brock, like who would we choose, or how I've forgotten how it was actually framed, but something about Eddie Brock being
Oh,
maybe introduced in the series.
you mean how
It
about
was
the cast
Peter
of
Kent
Eddie
said.
Brock and Carnage?
Yes, 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 exactly. I didn't get to read that question fully. So, so what do you think about that? Give me a
The
sec.
cast of Eddie. Man, oh, man. Well then, I think the cast of Eddie Brock should be either Aaron Paul as Eddie Brock, and when he's going to turn into Venom, he's going to have to Bolton. Oh, here. Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I had to go. Um, Something to take care of. Anyway, yeah. I guess I should give my own thoughts on Eddie Brock. Well, I don't know who to cast, really. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at fan casting. But I can discuss, like, Eddie Brock's appearance in the series. I believe they're going to go with 616 because Harry Osborn has already taken over the ultimate verse of Eddie, like a long-time childhood friend coming back. I don't think we should have that for Eddie. But 616 will be great. The feud or battle between them as in terms of Daily Bugle getting a job. Maybe Eddie Brock would have been an employee already, and Peter's trying to get a job. And yeah, you probably stated this, Mark, or did you?
What did I say?
No, I mean, did you say anything about this earlier on? Because I wasn't here. I'm gonna continue anyway. But
Oh, you were you. Oh, I was talking about who should be cast as Eddie Brock.
okay, then
I
let me.
said something about Aaron Paul, as Eddie Brock, but when he's going to have to turn into Venom, he's going to have to bulk up. You know, he's going to need some
Yeah.
muscles. Need some big
Yeah.
muscles. He's going to need some Affleck muscles.
Yeah. Anyway,
Needs
like I
9
was
months
saying,
of training.
yeah,
Then we're
like
going to
I was
have
saying,
the ultimate Venom.
yeah. So, definitely, they should introduce Eddie Brock and J. Jonah Jameson in TASM3, I believe, because we haven't seen J. Jonah Jameson this whole time. We haven't really seen the connection with Peter and freaking Daily Bugle. We want to see that. It's been 3 movies.
Yeah, he got mentioned, but we need an actual appearance of him.
Yeah, an actual scene with him bashing Peter's pictures and, insulting Spider-Man with his fast talk. Just something new to the series. Aside, and also a little homage to Sam Raimi's series in terms of adding J. Jonah Jameson as a recurring character, like the funny side of the movie. I think J.K. Simmons should come back. I don't care what anybody says. He was just the definitive J. Jonah Jameson to me. But that said and done, Eddie Brock should show up in the TASM 3, like I said. There should be a battle between him and Peter looking for a job, or maybe Peter screws him out of his old job, so he gets fired, and that's why he starts hating on Peter, and probably Spider-Man does something similar to him. And, of course, Venom was born in the Venom movie, so I don't know, something like that, something around that kind of story.
Okay, I agree with you. If we have a Google Plus in the movie, instead of using Bing, he has Google. Oh, we got Mark Stevenson saying that he wants to see them doing something like the 90s series of the origin of Venom.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what I was talking about. The 90s, using the 90s series as reference, which is like the 616 technically. So
I
something
think
like that. Yeah,
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is already established with the 90s version, with it looks like in a church, and the mirror scene that was cut up in the movie, and it looked something like that. But I got I got a comment. We got a comment.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
Peter Kent, what did you think of Harry being the first Green Goblin than Norman and Harry killing Gwen instead of Norman killing Gwen? Well, I think I'm glad because, let's face it, nobody wants to see Norman Osborn bugging Gwen Stacy.
Well, yeah, actually, nobody wants
I'm
to see
gonna
that.
bring that up once again.
It'll probably be X-rated anyway, so if we had a scene like that, so obviously not. But Harry Osborn being the Green Goblin, I think the way that they're going is like they're trying to use the Spectacular Spider-Man influence in terms of like Harry being the Goblin, but I don't really mind because Harry did the Goblin pretty well. I mean, he fits the role, and it gives them a bit of like a more personal connection in terms of like best friend versus best friend. You know, it's just cool in that sense. And of course, it would have been a lot better with Norman, but I'm just saying I don't have a problem with it being Harry killing Gwen because it's still the Goblin regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a Goblin. I mean, seriously, yeah, of course he's still a Goblin. And, who? I mean, I do not know any other person who would have been the Goblin. I'm glad they had just basically just gone with Harry Osborn instead of freaking Alpha. If they ever decide to bring this guy.
Yeah. Any more questions, Mark? Before we continue.
Let me just refresh our YouTube page. Let's see how many people are there. Let's see these new comments. The notification thingy doesn't seem to show up. Come on.
Okay. No new comments. All right, then we can continue.
Hey,
with the
it's loading.
No, it's loading. Okay.
Oh, it's loaded.
Okay.
And we got a notification. It says, "What is your favorite interpretation of Green Goblin?"
Said by whom? Who said it? Who said it?
Peter Kent.
Okay, Peter Kent. Thank you again, Peter Kent, for your questions. Okay, Mark, I think you should go first, then I will.
Oh, my favorite interpretation of Green Goblin's got to be both Willem Dafoe and Dane DeHaan, because Dane DeHaan, well, let's just face it, everyone loves Dane, and I love Willem Dafoe. Well, you do not want to know why I love Willem Dafoe.
All right.
And to be honest, the reason why I love the Dane DeHaan's because he was quite so psychotic. You know, he wasn't very sympathetic. I mean, of course, he tried to save Oscorp. He was trying to find answers, but he was still quite evil at the same time. He was quite aggressive when it comes to him finding the cure, you know, for his own disease. Yeah. And Norman Osborn, I love Willem Dafoe. You know, so I love Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. And well, I have to say, like, both of them are great as Green Goblins, except I do not want to mention James Franco. I love James Franco as well. I love his selfies as well. I love the James Franco overall. I cannot wait to see him tell me why so. I cannot wait to see this guy's tell me why so. Let's just wait for. Marcus Pearson has said that I got no the phone under my bed.
He has a what? He has a what? What?
Marcus Pearson has said that I got no the phone under my bed.
You serious? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's funny. Well, I'm done. I would like to go now.
Hey, I'm done. You can go on.
All right. Peter Kent, to answer your question, it depends on if you're talking in the general sense of what my favorite Green Goblin interpretation is. Is it in the movies or in the comics? If it's in the movies, I have to go with Dane DeHaan. Willem Dafoe was great as well. I loved him, but I think Dane DeHaan is more believable as a Goblin. I mean, in terms of his insanity, his facial expressions, his physicality, and the way he just even his the way he spoke as the Goblin. You could tell that this dude this dude is no longer Harry Osborn, or he's no longer himself. This guy is the Goblin right here. He is the Goblin.
Harry is dead.
And William Dafoe, yeah, and William Dafoe did a great job as well. Don't get me wrong. He did something. In fact, I love the scenes where he'll be talking to himself as the Goblin, and that was great, I believe. But for me personally, I prefer Dane DeHaan interpretation of the Goblin. In cartoons or comics, I would go with Spectacular Spider-Man because I just like the way the banter between Spider-Man and the Goblin in Spectacular Spider-Man. The Goblin had a sense of humor, and that's something that should be, expressed in the next movie that we see the Green Goblin as Dane DeHaan. If you think about it, Dane DeHaan did have a sense of humor in this movie. I mean, like, even pre-Goblin transformation, he was still in the Goblin persona when he was talking to Mencken. When he was saying, like, okay, fairy godmother, stuff like that. That was funny. It was really funny. And
oh my, how the tables have turned.
Exactly. So, I want more of that in the sequels. I mean, Dane DeHaan's Goblin should adopt more of this banter between him and Spider-Man. Of course, Spidey isn't going to be laughing anymore because he killed his girlfriend. So, that's what I have to say. Mark, are you there? Or
I'm sorry, I was performing the Goblin jump scare from the Dane DeHaan himself.
you should read more of the comments.
Okay, let's see comments. So let's see how many comments. So, hey, we're gonna do the hangout once again. Do you think we're gonna have to because I'd like to discuss about the Black Cat possible spin-off film. I'd like to discuss about the Venom spin-off film, possible Prowler spin-off film, and the Amazing Spider-Man 4 as well.
Yeah, we haven't actually talked about TASM3 yet. We've touched on Black Cat, we've touched on Venom. Well, okay, we haven't really touched much on Venom, so we'll go into that, then TASM3. Sinister Six, I think we've discussed that previously, in terms of what we would like for it, in case nobody got that last time. I said that I would like the black suit to be a major player in the Sinister Six movie in terms of, like, Peter being painted as the villain and the villains being painted as the heroes trying to stop Spider-Man. I think that would be a good Sinister Six redemption movie, and he's stopping black-suited Spider-Man, eventually leading to the Venom movie. That's what I said. Mark, what do you think about that? I mean, the Sinister Six movie.
I just cannot wait for the Sinister Six film. I mean, I think the first time we actually saw the villains working together to stop Spider-Man, it was in Spider-Man 3, Venom and Sandman stopping Spider-Man, but however it failed miserably. But right now it's officially been introduced in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. We officially have the villains working together, Green Goblin and Electro. At least that was written properly. Mark Pearson has said it's a fucking Walmart mask on a chair.
Is that what Marcus Peterson said?
Yes, he said that it's a fucking Walmart mask on a chair.
Oh. Okay.
But here's we got new questions. This one's from Peter Kent. This also involves a X-Men type of question, but I'm not gonna answer that because it's not a part of our thingy we're doing. But here's one. Do you think Gwen will return in future Spider-Man films as a symbiote or a clone or never? I'd say as a flashback.
I'll be right back. Come on.
So, Peter Kent, you say that you think that Jean Grey and Cyclops might make a cameo. For God's sakes, I just want Cyclops to be done right. I don't want dying. I do not want him as a. I want him as a major character. I want him to be as one of the main characters from the X-Men Apocalypse. Right now, for Gwen Stacy returning in Spider-Man films, Simi or a clone or a network, I want her as a flashback. You know, Gwen Stacy must return as a flashback. I do not want her to return as Mary Jane with her hair dyed red, you know, with and just pretend that's not going to happen. In words of Tony Stark, probably wouldn't notice, but we did. I think
Yes.
she should return as a flashback scene, you know, or as a hallucination, you know, because we need more of we need more of Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield because I ship Stonefield, okay? I'm a Stonefielder myself. I love these both actors and actresses. They're such a cute couple. It's so sad to see Emma Stone character Gwen Stacy to be dying. It shed so many tears of fans everywhere. Everyone was crying literally. The fan fictions will be changed. So are the Rule 34 pictures and Tumblr as well. I do not want her to be a clone or a symbiote. I just want her to be like a flashback hallucination. You know, kind of like what happened to Gwen Stacy's dad, Captain George Stacy from the Amazing Spider-Man. So I just want her to be like those things, but like like the type of Spider-Man, like Spider-Sense type of thingy, you know, as well. But this time, the type of Spider-Sense that fails him to save him. But instead, this type of Spider-Sense is used as a distraction, which would lead him to use a symbiote, which he would assume think it would be his own way to cure his spider sense.
Yeah. I agree with what Marcus said. I don't think I have to say anything more. He's just said my mind. Next question.
Okay. What do you think of, Gwen Stacy? Do you think she might return as a clone or a symbiote or never? What do you think?
No, well, like you said, that's really it. I mean, as a flashback or a hallucination, nothing more. We shouldn't tarnish her image by bringing her back as a clone. That would just be no, that would just be wrong. Or a symbiote, like in the freaking Ultimate Comics. No, I don't want that. Let her stay dead for once. Let her stay dead. She's dead. It's too bad. I'm sad. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Max Pearson said a nostalgia critic, LOL. Damn it. I wonder how long has it been since I've seen Nostalgia Critic episode. I mean, I pretty much stopped watching his videos just when he said Man of Steel was bad.
Yeah.
At least he got Angry Joe for God's sakes. And then I kind of lost hope and said that Man of Steel's fight scenes were like Dragon Ball, but with less shitty stuff. I mean, since when was Dragon Ball shitty? I mean, it was cool. Dragon Ball Evolution was crap, and I wanted Zack Snyder to be the director of the new Dragon Ball live action movie. Just get Zack Snyder. He's gonna do Batman vs Superman and Justice League, for God's sakes. Give this guy some credit.
Yeah.
Oh, and Peter kind of said, "What do you think?" Oh, what are you gonna say, Isabella?
No, I said Man of Steel was insane. Man of Steel was great. It was a great movie, honestly. I don't know why it's getting so much hate from the critics. They all suck. And, yeah, next question. Let's move on. We don't want to waste time.
Peter Kent said, what did you think of Since Past the Spider-Man comic?
The what?
I'd rather look at Rule 34 of Gwen Stacy and Norman Osborn than looking at that comic one, for God's sakes.
Oh, that comic? The comic of, Wait, what are we talking about here? Because I'm not fully on board.
Peter Kent said, what do you think of Since Past the Spider-Man comic?
What is that about? because I'm not like really. I don't know, like what exactly am I supposed to say on this?
That's a really confusing question. But I got a comment from Mark Spearson. He says, oh, he says that Gwen needs to stay dead. The whole point of her dying was to change Peter for the rest of his life. I totally agree with Mr. Peterson. I cannot wait to see your full makeup and screen up and you scaring the living crap out of me. Yeah, I've seen that video that you did. Yeah, you did not scare me. I was already woken up when I first saw the video. I was already woken up. It was morning, and I just woke up, and then I looked at the video, and then I suddenly expected that you were going to do the thing, the jump scare from the Clock Tower fight scene. Yeah. Yeah. It was actually quite a good makeup, but I cannot wait to see you doing that thingy. Hangout. So Isa Bello,
your cosplay. Yeah, Marcus's cosplay, right? It was great, honestly.
Yeah, he's also
hair, full dryer shit. It was cool. It was really cool. Kudos to you, man. Yeah. Marcus is totally right. Gwen Stacy should stay dead. It will give a better impact. I mean, in terms of her loss, it will make people feel that, it's really sad that she's gone. And we all love Emma Stone. I know I love her to bits. I know Marcus does as well. But I'm just saying, we have to let her go. Just like at the ending of TASM3, he had to deal with it, literally. So, might as well just move on and bring in MJ at the end of TASM3. Let's not rush things. Sinister 6 and TASM4 Venom movie, they'll have MJ in it. I mean, fully, perfectly well done. And I think they should go with Spectacular Spider-Man. MJ, it fits better for this universe they're creating. I don't want them to do what Kirsten Dunst did in the movie. Well, I'm sorry to her. Anyway, next question. Let's move on. We have to answer every fan and viewer. So, come on.
What do you think?
The glasses are pretty cool. They're pretty cool, man. Are they 3D?
I actually got them from where I believe it or not, I was in a London premiere, and I got these for free.
Yeah. Whoa.
And has got this, as a Hong Kong special. He's got that comment that Peter Kent said about Since Past. He basically just explained it. It's about when Gwen is revealed to be pregnant with Norman's children, Gabriel and Sarah Stacy, and Gabriel turns the Grey Goblin. To be honest, I'm gonna look for that.
Oh God, no, not that story. I disliked it completely. Isn't that what led to the whole brand new day story arc after they were talking to Mephisto? I think was it Mephisto? I'm not too sure, but yeah, I thought that's what led into.
I'm not sure which one is worse, Spider-Man 700 Since Past or One More Day. Seriously, I do not want to say One More Day because if I do, it's going to remind me of the Les Miserables One Day More, which is a pretty good musical.
Oh God, I dislike that story.
34 right now on my phone when it comes to Gwen and Norman having a child. I'm just got on my phone and I got.
Yeah, so let's not talk about that. I don't want to know anything about Gwen and Norman. I know the story. I'm sorry, I was just a bit confused earlier, but I have seen the story. I've actually read it, and it was so bad because, God's sake, Norman Osborn, Gwen Stacy, copulating. Oh God, let's not even think about it. Just don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Next question. We gotta get this shit out of our heads.
It could have been worse. It could have been Willem Dafoe and Emma Stone.
Oh god,
That
no.
story and radioactive semen killing MJ. Oh no, that's what Marcus Pearson said. That story and radioactive semen killing MJ. That's it. I'm gonna look at the girl I have a crush on. She's buzzing with Spider-Man.
All right. Let's have the next question. Marcus, you
I'll
joker.
find the next question as soon as it. Damn, that's hilarious type of thingy done.
We're gonna start asking our questions to the viewers very soon. We're gonna start asking the viewers some questions. Let's hear them. Let's give them some input.
Guys.
You know?
Come on, guys. You know, you got some questions. Come on, just give them out. Do not be shy. Just make sure they do not involve with porno. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look at Rule 34 and Fanfiction and Tumblr once again.
There are no new questions, right? Okay. Then let me ask them a question. What do you people think? I mean, the viewers now. What do you people think about the whole Osborn disease that was used in the TASM universe right now? I mean, like, does it really make full sense? Is there an explanation for it? Like, where did it originate from? Like, where did it come from? Why is it only affecting the Osborns? And, you know, I know that he said it was genetic, but, like, we need an explanation to that freaking retroviral hypoplasia or something. Hypoplasia, whatever the hell he said. What do you guys think about that? I mean, where did it come from? What, did Norman experiment on himself?
Yes, I'm not sure. It's really difficult to explain with this type of disease. It's this type of question about the Osborns having the disease and spawning off its own response. It's quite a difficult question. I think they just add that in just to turn people into goblins. Oh, we got a new question. I think.
What, from who? From who?
Wait, it's a comment. It says, "Sorry if I made you nauseating." It's from Peter Kent after he. Do I have to mention this again?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just forget about it, Peter Kent. It's fine. we shall not speak. We shall not speak of that anymore. We shall not speak of it. It never happened.
Oh man, seriously.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Let's head over to the TASM3. I think everybody's up to date with the Venom movie. I think we're gonna get Carnage in the movie, which will be freaking epic. Carnage versus Venom. Awesome! But I don't know how they're gonna do a Venom movie without Spider-Man. It doesn't make sense.
What are you saying? You saying you're saying a Venom movie without Spider-Man?
I thought that was what they were going for.
No, that's exactly the same thing I thought about myself. I'm pretty sure after the Sinister Six spin-off film, which will probably be Sinister Six, then the Venom film, I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen with Peter. They decide to stop being Spider-Man for a couple of while, you know, but make it like it's gonna be like a couple of months, but make it ×2. You know, he's gonna like try to stop being Spider-Man for nearly like ever, permanently, and until they're gonna have to need a new type of character, which is gonna be Venom. And then because of no Venom inside, you know, the Venom that we're gonna have is gonna be like an Oscorp type of Venom, you know, from the Ultimate Comics. And because of because of that, then they're going to try to find partner. But since that they've found out no more partner, they're going to have to like do something else, which would then lead on to Carnage. So we're just going to need like 1 hour and 30 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 25, not anything less than that. We need 1 hour approximately. Here we go. Approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes worth of Carnage. That's all I'm asking.
1 hour and 30 minutes of Carnage. Definitely. But you see, that's the problem. Wait, Mark. That's the problem. You see, I can't see Venom without Spider-Man. I know we had the Venom comic series where he was like an anti-hero doing some good stuff, but we haven't actually seen Venom fighting Spider-Man in a movie properly. Not for like 5 minutes, and then he starts taunting him with a freaking pole, a rod, and it was just. I want more Venom versus Spider-Man before we go to Carnage and stuff. I love Carnage. Sorry, Mark, you okay?
I'm alright. It's just knots inside my throat. I'm a bit ill, to be honest.
Sorry.
But still.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, Carnage definitely needs to be in this movie, the Venom movie, for a long time, established as Cletus Cassidy before becoming Carnage. But Spider-Man also needs to fight Venom properly this time. An actual battle that Spider-Man is going to lose. Which makes sense because Venom is better than him in almost every way. Just that, of course, he can't take loud sounds and electricity and some other things. But, well, you get what I mean.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if we're going to see Venom no more after the Venom's roundup. I'm pretty sure. Remember when the producers said that Spider-Man 4 is going to be like they said that the Amazing Spider-Man 4 is going to be the Spider-Man movie that's not going to like focus on entirely on Spider-Man's story because they're going to like have to focus on not just on Spider-Man but on different characters as well. We assume it could be Venom. Think about it. What if Venom could turn an invasion? But that's going to be like impossible, with the Venom Shadows. An invasion
like something like Web of Shadows, right? Yeah.
It'll be like a cool concept, like the New York symbiotic apocalypse. Just chaos, anarchy everywhere. But however, with Shield and Fox and Marvel, Disney, it's gonna be like impossible to do that. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to like wait for until 2099.
Well, wait. They could use a Tinkerer still. I mean, it could be done differently, but instead, Oscorp this time would help Spider-Man out. It would be like, since everybody's been infected by the symbiotes, like only the Sinister Six, like in the Ultimate Comics, Green Goblin forced Spider-Man to join the Sinister Six for a short period of time, of course, because he was like threatening him. I think he either had his aunt or somebody he cared about, like he was going to kill the person if Peter didn't help them out or something against S.H.I.E.L.D. So that could be used, like after the Sinister Six movie, they defeat Spider-Man in terms of destroying the black suit, probably halfway to the movie. Then at the ending of the movie, red-suited Spider-Man, of course, beats the Sinister Six. Then we have the Venom movie, which focuses on Venom and Carnage, then leads into the symbiote invasion, which is TASM3, like you said, with the Sinister Six, Black Cat, joining Spider-Man to fight against the freaking invasion. That would be pretty cool. I mean, we could even have, like, the Kingpin, L. Thompson, Lincoln, other big top players, in the universe. That's actually not a bad concept for TASM4. It wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you about like Oscorp trying to fix what the hell they have done with creating villains. It's like a super villain supermarket.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you
Oh,
get a
and
power up,
we
you
got
get a
new
power up, you
comments.
get a suit.
Yeah, we got new comments. We got one comment from Archbishop. He says that he says, quote, I think they should definitely build the Venom spin-off film into a movie series. They could do so much more with Venom and Carnage. Spidey would be in the middle of the two, just like in the 90s, and team up later.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, are you referring to like an actual like series in terms of like episodes or like series of movies in that sense?
You
I
know,
don't
like
know.
part one, part two.
Okay, okay, like Harry Potter 7, like dividing the movie into two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually be cool. I agree with that, Marcus. We should definitely have Spidey versus Venom, then Venom, Carnage battle, Spidey versus Venom and Carnage, then Venom and Spidey versus Carnage. I know these are a lot of combos, but you get what I mean. Like in the comics, how, of course, at the end, Spider-Man did screw Venom over, and he still took away his suit along with Cassidy's. But that also leads into Maximum Carnage, where Cassidy apparently the suit had bonded with him so much that it was technically in his blood, and that was great. I think Carnage should be a reoccurring villain. And what would be cooler is if Carnage is responsible for the symbiote like infestation in the city, like in the TASM 4, like Mark Kuzma said. It will be better that way, so that we can have Venom joining Spider-Man's team to fight against the symbiotes. You know, something like that. Who knows?
Man, that's a good theory. Yeah, but I'm not sure how they're gonna have to like introduce with other symbiotes. Like Tox and Antivenom. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're gonna have to leave them out or make a nod at least.
Hmm.
But I think somewhere in the Venom spin-off film, they're gonna have to like introduce the Wolf. You know, just to represent that she's hunting down Cletus Cassidy throughout the movie.
Hmm.
You know the Wolf.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
the
yeah. Yeah.
you know, and
Wouldn't be bad to have her.
that would be cool. You know, at least
But
she can be like James Gordon. Spider-Man's
yeah,
Batman, and the Wolf's James Gordon. She doesn't trust
exactly.
vigilantes, but she has to trust Spider-Man because he's like a trustworthy type of neighborhood.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, and
Like, yeah, yeah. Continue.
we got a new comment from Beard, and he says he's got his own choice for Venom and Carnage. For Venom, he says that Venom should be played by Sam Whiter. If you do not know, he's the main character from Star Wars Force Unleashed series, and he was Doomsday from Smallville, season 8. And the Carnage should be played by either Alan Tiddick
Hmm.
and Reese Wakefield from The Purge. To be honest, I already got my own choices for Venom. It should be either Gerald Butler or Aaron Paul, and for Carnage, I got no choice but Robert Knepper. I mean, he's clearly, you know,
Okay.
what do you think,
Well, like I said,
Isabella?
I'm not really too good at fan casting, so I'm just gonna sit this one out. You guys can go ahead and discuss that if you want, like to go into more details. But I'm not too good at that fan casting stuff.
I
Every
agree.
time I say somebody's gonna be in the movie, it doesn't come up. So, um, all right. Enough about the Venom movie. I think we've discussed that in detail. Things that we want. As for the Wolf being in this series, I think she can replace Captain Stacy in terms of being the police figure in the series. I think her chasing out Cletus Cassidy is a very good idea. It's even plausible because it would show that this is a villain or a guy that she can't normally handle. He's a smart but psychotic villain, which would make him a bit like the Joker. in terms of his planning and stuff. But I would prefer if Cassidy's just more of the crazy type guy, and not like crazy in terms of like Rhino, Paul Giamatti's crazy, but just really psychotic, really, really insane. That way, he's so creepy in the movie, and when he becomes Carnage, people can actually feel afraid, or they'll feel scared that Spider-Man is fighting a guy that doesn't give a damn whether you cut off his hand or not. He just wants to slice and dice, you know. So that would be great for Carnage in the series. It'll be like a comparison to the Joker in terms of that insanity. What do you think, Mark? I guess it's
Yeah.
your theory anyway.
You know, that's actually a good theory, to be honest. You know, with the Wolf being a replacement of George Stacy, because they need a new captain on the NYPD force. You know,
Yeah.
this should be like somewhere in between. You know, Spidey has the symbiote in the Amazing Spider-Man 3. What does he do? He finds crime. He fights it, and then he in return finds Cleus Cassidy, stopping it with his bare hands.
Like, okay, this is something I had. Are there any new comments before I continue? I'm about to lay a theory, actually, about TASM3.
No comments. No comments.
Okay. I'll just give my theory. This is what I feel that, well, this is how I feel that TASM3 should be done. In the beginning of the movie, we have a mini flashback scene in terms of we repeat the ending in a different way. I mean, the ending of 2002 in a different way, showing Harry Osborn watching Spider-Man on TV as he's coming back into action, you know, and he's like telling the kid to go to his mom. They're showing it from like a camera or something, and Harry's just watching this because he knows obviously Spider-Man hasn't been around for like 5 months or so. So he's like, finally, he's back, you know. It's time to go kick his ass, even though he knows Peter, you know, definitely is Spider-Man, but what's the fun in that? Just going over to his house and giving him, like, shooting him in the head would be fun. So Harry would like to toy with him a bit more. I guess that's why he didn't go after him during those 5 months, and he was recovering anyway. So after that, we now have, you know, the Rhino battle, but at a different angle, like the way he's carrying the freaking manhole to smash Rhino. We're seeing it from like maybe Rhino's perspective this time. We're looking at Rhino instead of Peter, so it's like Peter. We're facing Peter's back as he's about to do that. Just something different, but a repetition of the ending. And of course, we have that battle. We now have like different freaking like a montage of Spider-Man back in action. Like you even hear J. Jonah Jameson doing the montage, like he's talking about how after all these months, Spider-Man has been doing this, doing that, doing this. Like you see him saving different people, and this is all like in the beginning of the movie. And we now have like this is just like a mini plot point overview of TASM3 of how I want it to go. I mean, like after that scene, we've covered the fact that Peter Parker is now back as Spider-Man, and it's like there's been a little time skip afterwards, so you know he's been Spider-Man for quite some time now. This is where we now go on to Harry Osborn being like, you know, trying to set up the Sinister Six, and we find out about Craven being in Africa, doing crazy stuff, you know, like hunting, like barely, like stopping a rhino with his bare hands, something like that, you know, just something crazy. And we have his love relationship with Calypso and stuff. That would fill up for Gwen's relationship with Peter. You can have it with Calypso instead of in Craven and Calypso. And of course, he decides to come to New York to hunt Spider-Man. Stuff happens. Spidey fights. I want Shocker to be in the movie. Frankly, I won't want him to be in the movie as a side villain, like one of these villains that pops up and Spidey needs to stop him. I don't think Shocker needs too much development as a villain in terms of his character, because he's really never been shown as that much of a, you know, he needs to be cared for as a villain. He's like Rhino in that aspect, but he's pretty cool. That's what I mean. So we have Shocker, we have the Daily Bugle and stuff, and Peter's life is really established, and we have him dealing with Gwen's death. by the end of like okay, probably halfway through, that's when we actually get to see Craven in action. And I had this cool idea that Peter finds out about special projects. He finds out about the special projects, so he decides to literally go in to Oscorp, sneak into Oscorp, and try and destroy the place. I don't know. I don't know whether this was stated, but I just thought about this. Was it stated anywhere else, Mark? Did anybody else state this kind of theory? In case I'm plagiarizing, I'm sorry. I just thought about it right now.
I never thought of Peter Parker fighting on special projects. So at any time,
Okay.
I only thought about like that's a really difficult question. Peter Parker fighting on special projects. But I did hear about you about Rhino's perspective and his the ending, the way that they repeat it. I kind of think about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something about something like this, but I kind of forgot what I had to say. But still, I think I kind of agree with you on that. I guess I have no idea what to say. Say hello to Alex, I see Savage! I am the Rhino! You wanna fight? Wanna fight? Ah! Ah! Never! I crush your kingdom! I'll kill you! I destroy you!
They have his voice hands down. Anyway, sorry, I know I'm hogging the screen a bit, but I'm gonna end this quickly. So whatever, Kraven fights Spider-Man. Spidey defeats him, humiliates him. He gets pissed off. He tracks Spider-Man down. Harry Osborn, of course, offers him a chance to be able to defeat Spider-Man, like in the Spectacular Spider-Man series. He decides to take the chance, and he's experimented on. And the thing is, it's a new version of the experiment. It's not just like injecting yourself with cross-species genes and you get the characteristics. You have to be electrocuted as that happens in order to speed up the process. It was like a test. They were trying to test it, so Kraven decided to, whatever. Like, his pride is on the line. And it works, and he becomes like a human lion hybrid. Not too much of a lion, more human, but he has features of a lion. And of course, he hunts Spider-Man down. By this time, Spidey had already broken into special projects, but Alistair Smythe had released his Spider Slayer robots, as they were protecting that area. So when Spidey came in, they attacked him, and he got smashed into the black suit's container. So it now crawls over his body and forms the black suit. He takes out the robots, he takes out the security guards, and he escapes with the black suit, which is now what starts affecting his mind. I mean, we have that scene. We have a scene in the Ultimate Comics in terms of like him having the black suit and enjoying it. Like he can shoot webs from his fingers or like anywhere from his body, literally. And even like probably his head or something. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. The suit is alive anyway. So from there we go on to the Beast Kraven, who has he hunts Spider-Man down using scent and manages to defeat him, and he takes him to a zoo where he set all these traps for him. They have their final battle, and it eventually leads to a cemetery where we have the Kraven's last stand. Kind of like he buried Spider-Man alive in there, but Black Suit, of course, he punches out, he breaks out. He doesn't get buried alive, and they have their final battle, and he's stopped, which is what now leads into the full Sinister Six movie, where the Goblin has established all the different characters like Doc Ock, who else? Vulture, all those at the ending, and we have Black Cat in the movie as this kind of a little bit of a love interest, but not too much. I don't want her to affect the story too much. But she should be in the movie. I mean, complimenting his black suit stuff. That's what I would love TASM3 to do, since they have too many villains in this one. It might as well, try and fix it up with one villain.
Dude, I never thought about that. You got it all thought out. You got it all planned. Dude, you got a great idea about how they're gonna end up with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how they're gonna continue on with the Sinister Six film. Don't you think some random audience goers, are gonna be confused with that type of ending? With Spider-Man getting shot or tranquilized, put in the cemetery, and then it was revealed to be that Raven's going to be the new Greg the Hunter, and then people are going to get so much backlash, and then people are going to say, oh no, Spider-Man cannot die, he has to destroy Raven and all that. Only true fans can watch this film.
Yeah. But I said that the Black Suit will escape. I mean, like, he'll punch out of the coffin he was put in and buried alive in, and of course defeat Kraven at the end of the movie. Just, it was just like a kind of homage to the comics in terms of being buried alive, but I don't think it would be a good ending to just have Spidey buried alive and Kraven freaking shoots himself and commits suicide because he thinks he's suppressed his greatest hunt, his greatest prey. So, that's why I changed it a bit. I wanted to think about the other people, the audience themselves, the non-Spidey fans who keep on bitching on the movie for being too much like the comics, which makes no sense.
Yeah, you got it all thought out. You deserve a medal for that, dude. So anyway, we got a new comment.
Yeah, what is it?
Felicity Jones teased that she's the Green Goblin's girlfriend. And Harry was the Goblin in the movie, and she was playing Felicia Hardy playing Blackhead. Do you think Harry and Felicia will have a tragic love story or something? What do you think?
Well, considering they deleted the scene with the Goblin attacking Oscorp, I believe that there's still a chance for the freaking relationship to come up again. So what do you think, Mark?
I'm not sure about that, to be honest. That if they're gonna release the director's cut of the movie, I thought it's gonna be all explained in the director's cut or in one of the deleted scenes. I mean, they just gotta have that somewhere. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have like that a big tragic love story. I'm not sure if they're gonna have a relationship. Because, well, I do not see Felicia and Harry being like a pairing, to be honest. Well, they're gonna have some kind of relationship, not like an intimate and a serious relationship. Well, that's all I gotta think about.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, what's the next question? There should be like tons by now. They're rambling. Sorry, guys.
Yes. Speaking of, if there's actually make a director's cut to make the Amazing Spider-Man 2 director's cut, please sign the petition, which is going to be on change.com. change.org. Seriously, if you want to see what's all explained, then please do that. I've just signed it. I also made my own comment, which would be, guys, if the director's cut is going to be released, please have Comic-Con trailer in there. I want that music in high quality, for God's sakes. Because if Sony's not going to release that in high definition and in public, fans are going to be screwed. It's like this theme that Hans Zimmer has made. I love the theme, but I love the Compound's theme a lot more because it kind of like from James Horner's TASM3 score. I mean, come on. I really want that. It sounded so cool. And if you're not going to have that, tentacles will go up in your asses. We're not kidding around. Doc Ock is not screwing around. I love you, Hans and Sony, but still, we need that. We need it.
I agree. And that's
we got a new comment from Marcus Pearson.
Okay. Okay, Marcus.
He says, Marcus Pearson says, "Don't let the boy." Does Alex say skinny?
Not part
Still
of the
watching me with women too. Great acting, however, yes.
Yeah. Any
And I
new
think
questions?
that's all the questions I can get. That's all. We just basically just
Okay.
explained it.
Okay.
But
I believe we've touched on everything, right? We've touched on TASM3, Sinister Six movie, Venom movie, Black Cat movie a little bit, and of course TASM4 with our theory, which is it's copyrighted now. Our theory is copyrighted. So if I see it on any video, except webheads, I will sue.
you wish to what?
I will sue. It's copyrighted now. Our theory is copyrighted. Nobody
Okay.
uses it without mentioning our names. Okay? For TASM 4, nobody uses it without mentioning our names. Or we sue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unless you're gonna go ahead and ask me or Isa Bello, please do it. Otherwise, bad things will happen. Oh, and by the way, you know how we're usually gonna well, but I'm gonna explain to you all that on the Facebook on the messages still.
Hmm.
So I guess that's what we said.
Like, what scenes would we even want, like, to have in the director's cut? I mean, there's so many scenes that were deleted. I even, like, when I recently rewatched TASM 2 again, I noticed so many changed scenes. Even the scene where, Peter sees Harry Osborn, he doesn't say, like, when Harry says to Peter Parker, and Peter's supposed to have said, Harry Osborn. He just says, Harry, I heard about your dad. When I noticed that, I was like, why did you change this scene? It was perfect the way it was. It's like Harry Osborn, their two friends have seen each other after like 10 years or something. What the hell? It was just, some scenes just did not need to be changed. Even the laundry sheriff scene, it was it was not as compelling and as funny as it was in the trailers because they changed the dialogue.
But, yeah, but it was still funny.
Yeah, I was, but not as funny as it was in the trailers. The way he said, "Okay, laundry sheriff," that was funny. It's not. It's like, "I'll do it later, laundry sheriff." That's what he said. I'm like, okay, okay, haha, all right, we're done. So it's not as funny anymore. But like, even the scene with Spider-Man holding a Spider-Man mask, like he's upside down, taunting
Oh
people.
yeah,
It was the
that.
freaking first set pick we saw. Yeah, it was the first set pick we saw. The first set pick. And it wasn't in the movie. What happened? We got planes dodging, but we couldn't get a funny scene?
Dude,
Yeah, or
have you seen the one set photos where Spider-Man's mask is damaged?
yes.
Where the hell was that?
Yeah! Where'd it go? Where'd it
Yeah,
go?
and there was also one of the deleted scenes from the Comic-Con trailer. You also seen the alternative shot of the Spider-Man jumping on the ground in the power plant. There was also
Yeah.
a couple of deleted scenes from the Ravencroft prison. There was also
Yeah.
Harry Osborn saying you'll never be invisible again. There was also the Mary Jane scenes where everyone's been talking about. There was
Yep.
a Green Goblin in Oscorp. There's going to be
And do you
Dominic
remember something?
that scene.
Wait. I actually found something, a connection to that scene you were talking about, Mary Jane, the car scene. Aunt May talked about Peter going to pick up the car after, like, when he was there trying to change, like when she caught him, like she was knocking on the door. She was telling him to go pick up the car. That was supposed to have led into the MJ scene when he's trying to fix the car. It wasn't his car. It was Aunt May's car. So something like that. I don't know. I think it was in the movie. You guys should check it out and look for that scene, the laundry scene, around there. It's in that whole section, the segment. It's all.
Yes, you're a lot smarter than I am.
Nah, I doubt it.
Oh, and dude, freaking hell, I just forgot what to say. Go ahead.
What? Okay. I even found another deleted scene. I mean, another scene that led into a deleted scene. The part where Gwen is telling Peter that, like, she was going to England on the phone, and she said that she stopped by his house. That was the scene with MJ and Gwen. Like, MJ is at Peter's house, and Gwen comes to see her and tells her to tell Peter the message. You know? So, that was another connection. There was even this deleted scene that we saw. Oh! And remember the Twitter pic of Mark Webb, where he posted a saber tooth with golden fangs, a saber-toothed skull with golden fangs, right? Remember that? That was actually in Harry's office, just behind him. Literally, it was just behind him. It was in Harry's office, like when he was not his office, the conference room when he was talking to everybody. It was just behind him. I noticed that. I saw some things in the files, within the files. I saw one about Oct experiment. I saw Venom storage. I saw one that was really cool. It wasn't about Morbius, but something else. Very similar. I saw Ravencroft, battle suit. Something about a suit.
Exosuit?
Exosuit. Exoskeleton suit. It was exoskeleton suit or something like that. Around those. I saw some other things. There was another Easter egg that I forgot about that was mentioned. Does anybody remember that set pic that we got with TASM3 costume? The TASM3 costume being on the road, like it wasn't the one of Will and Spencer. It was the one of like you see the TASM3 costume running on the streets. It was a set pic or something. I remember seeing a video on it, and people were saying that the TASM3 costume will have a cameo in the movie. Of course, that never happened. There's so many freaking deleted scenes in this movie,
Dude,
which is one of the things I hate.
yeah. Dude, we got a new comment, which is for Peter Kent. He says that, did you know in the comics that Red Skull was the one who was responsible for Peter's Parker's parents' death?
Because of your shield connection?
Oh, and did you know that Red Skull was the one who hired the Finisher to kill off Peter's parents? To be honest, I think there was. I think the person who killed Peter Parker's parents was the Finisher. However, I think it was the gentleman's fault.
But wait, what even happened? What, like, in 2002, what even happened to that guy, the co-pilot who flew out? I thought he was still wearing his parachute. So it doesn't
I'm pretty
look like
sure
he's dead.
I think he pretty much got hit by which caused his back or neck or part of his body to be broken. Maybe he pretty much cracked a few ribs. What if he just used the parachute and then, however, the parachute got tangled and then he probably died?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's totally dead. But that was a cool scene anyway. I liked that scene with Richard Parker kicking his ass. It was cool. Let's think about more deleted scenes. We need to think about every single deleted scene and every set pic that we've seen that didn't show up in this movie.
Not everyone has a happy ending.
Yes, not everyone has a happy ending. What about Peter? That's another one. We have plans for Peter. That never showed up. Let's keep going. The truth has a cost. She never said that. Secrets have a cost, but the truth does too. She never said that.
Peter on the gargoyle in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Bigger than you, Peter.
I believe that was after Gwen's death. It was supposed to have been after Gwen's death.
There was a Peter in the backyard.
Peter in the backyard.
The enemies unite.
Peter in the backyard. What was he doing?
You know, I'm pretty sure he's just there because he's there because he's devastated after what happened to Gwen.
Yeah.
That was also the
Oh
scene
yeah.
where
That
Gwen
scene.
is in her room. She's
Yeah.
studying, but then she decides to look up on the phone. Then she sees a picture of her and Peter kissing.
What?
I'm
What?
not kidding around. And
Well, when
I think there was also one scene.
there are so many scenes. Electro's dialogue was changed. He was supposed to have said that you want to know how powerful I am. Well, you're about to find out. Instead, he said, I want to know too. That's what he said in the movie. He, Electro really wasn't changed too much if you think about it. I think he's the only character that had most of his scenes in the movie. Green Goblin had the most changes in the movie. He freaking had three variants of Gwen's death. There was this awesome scene I heard about that after Gwen had died and Peter was like holding a lifeless body, that Green Goblin would be laughing at Peter, then Peter would beat him almost to death. That would have been so cool. It would have reminded us of The Last Stand, actually. So, Goblin's Last Stand.
Oh yeah, that scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
even the
Mark
Goblin attack.
Pearson has just commented, and he said something about in one of the comments. He said that in one of the Easter eggs where Harry was looking up the files, he says that there's a project entitled Double Zero Project, and he immediately thought it could be an Easter egg for the spider that bit Peter in the Ultimate Comics.
Oh, yeah. 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 The 00 spider. The uh, double O. That was on the spider, yeah. Was it double O or just one O? I think it was just one O. Like one yellow circle at the top. Or was it double? I can't remember.
It's like an infinity.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you for that. There's another one. There's another scene that was cut completely. It should have been an action scene. Yeah, Mark, yeah.
What Birkin said that what if the exosuit could be Alistair Smite's Spider Slayer?
True. That's what I thought of too, because it was just like I was just trying to find the relationship between the exosuit and like another Spider-Man villain or something. Yeah, it could work. Alistair Smythe, like the Spider Slayer. Yeah. I also found another deleted scene, or changed dialogue actually. You remember when Peter and Gwen are walking, and Peter says, like,
I just like to give Spider-Man hope. Yeah.
Yeah. That was deleted. And that's implied. I was implying that was deleted as well. When he said that, it was deleted.
Yeah.
What else? I'm thinking there's so many freaking deleted scenes in this movie. We're gonna find every single one of them. Come on. Think. We found most of the big ones. Harry, of course, isn't that the question of the day? How could we forget that one? That was the biggest deleted scene. Yeah, Mark.
What about the scene where Harry is in? Remember in where Peter and Harry were talking about him? He mentioned about Harry and the top and the supermodel that they're on the can't prove like one of the stunts, and then it was one of the storyboards as well.
Ah, interesting.
So he's one of the yeah. Seriously, that was in the
The storyboard. Interesting.
and there. What?
No, I mean, I'm just thinking about other deleted scenes that we've not mentioned. Comment section, guys, viewers, help us out here. Let's cover every single freaking deleted scene that was shown in the set pics. I'm trying to remember here. Flash Thompson, yeah, Flash Thompson was supposed to have had a cameo. He was deleted. He and Peter were like supposed to be walking. That was deleted. Flash Thompson was deleted. What else? Who else? So hard. So hard. Um, Let me think. Okay, let's try and remember every trailer. There were some scenes or some dialogue that never showed up in the movie. I know it's for specifically for the trailer, as in that I'm Spider-Man. That line, the I'm the only one who could stop them. Yeah, continue. What is it?
Let's start off with the first trailer that was released, which was the Electro trailer. Some scenes were pretty much altered or deleted or just very much changed. You know, some dialogue. You know, with the Electro Comic Con first season trailer.
Yes.
Basically,
I'll be right back.
uh,
Give me a sec.
yeah. Oh, and let's not forget the Comic Con trailer. There was also the scene where Spider-Man was jumping on cars. Isa?
Sorry, I had to get some food. Continue.
I was going to mention about there was also in the Comic Con scene, well, Comic Con trailer where there was Spider-Man jumping around the police cars in order to get the chase against
Yeah,
Alex and Stitch.
true. Yeah. You're right. And the altered scene of the Rhino, Spider-Man holding the manhole instead of webbing it. I think, I think the webbing looked better. I mean, it was more Spidey-like anyway. But there was another deleted or changed scene. Let me remember. The yes, that scene. Those words never showed up in the movie. You wanted to be the hero, now you got to pay the price. That never
Yeah.
ever. And this city worships you. It never got mentioned in the movie. He never said it. Um, there was another thing Harry said. I remember. Had to be some. There was another Harry Osborn scene in the first trailer when you see Harry Osborn turning like this. He was like turning backwards, but he was in the jacket. He was in that cool
Yeah.
jacket he was using. I forgot.
I've seen
Maybe it
that.
was in the movie. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, but he turned back. I don't remember seeing it in the movie. What else? Have you seen any new comments like helping us out? Because seriously, I'm running out of ideas here. I need
I,
some help.
okay, let's just yeah, let's look it on there. Come on. Oh, here we go. Do not panic is about. Oh, we got Mark's reason. He says the extended Goblin transformation. Not sure if you guys mentioned already. They said they had to cut a lot because it was too graphic for a PG-13. His fangs growing out of his growing in, his teeth sharing. Hey, remember the Dark Knight? I mean, it was still PG-13, but it was also a big graphic. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were kind of too afraid because it was one they were afraid it's going to be like rated R, and they were afraid that number two they were afraid that this movie could have been like 3 hours long. I want a 3 hour long Spider-Man film for God's sakes.
We all do. We all do. So many of these deleted scenes could have been in the movie, and it would have made the movie all the better. Seriously. Yes, I found another deleted scene. There was a shot of Spider-Man looking down at the city, a side view like this, a profile, and he was like, he had his eye here. Then in the background, you see like somebody running, from this distance, you just see somebody running on a building, like swinging actually, like web swinging,
Oh, I've
running on
seen
a
that.
building.
Maybe it was like
Yeah.
maybe it was this flying camera or a helicopter or freaking Batman.
Who knows? But seriously, I don't know why they deleted it. It was a good scene.
So
really good
many,
scene.
so many shots of Spider-Man also were deleted. I mean, there was also a scene where Spider-Man was just standing. There was also a scene where Spider-Man was dancing around. You know, like fuck swag, I got class.
Yeah,
You know,
I
after,
forgot about that.
this-
The standing scene and the dancing
yeah.
scene. Even Gwen's grave when Peter during the winter, Peter turns back in that jacket. He's looking backwards. He turns, and it's like he's at Gwen's grave during the winter in that jacket of his, and he turns back, looking back at something. That was deleted. It wasn't in the movie. He deleted that scene. And like you said, the dancing, haters gonna hate dance, that one was cool. But they deleted it for some reason. Though they left freaking planes dodging for some reason. I don't know why the planes have to be in the movie. But these epic scenes couldn't. Makes no sense. Let me see, what other scene was changed? Yeah, we didn't get the scene of, Electro in one of the set pics. He was holding his chest and coughing. We didn't see that scene. We didn't see the scene of Electro, like, hands up. There was a hands up scene, not before he went onto the ground and did that. I mean, the hands up, like he was, like the police were aiming at him and he was, like, on the ground, on one knee, like, hands up. We didn't see that scene.
I never saw that scene in the movie or anywhere.
Yeah, it was supposed to have been in the movie, but it was cut out. It was one of the set pics with Electro. He was on one knee, and he was like, holding his hands up, like they're telling him, like, freeze, hands up, But it never showed up in the movie. The coughing part of, like, him being very drained, we only saw it one time. With all that part with all the cars, when he was walking towards Times Square, that was the only time he actually, like, coughed like he was dying or something, or he was really drained. Aside from that, we didn't see any of it in the Times Square scene, which was kind of disappointing to me. I don't think they deleted. They didn't delete too much from the Times Square scene. I'm glad that they didn't, or maybe we just don't know about it yet. But I believe everything that was shot, almost everything was used in the Times Square scene. So kudos to Times Square scene. Power plant was mostly CGI, so I can't really say for sure. Except that scene of the alternate Spider-Man landing. Yeah. I believe that Gwen's, I do think that it was planned from the beginning to have Gwen help Spider-Man at the ending of this movie. I do believe it was in the original script, most likely. I do believe so.
Dude, we got a new comment from Mark Pearson. He said that there, in the Comic-Con trailer there was a shot of Spidey punching, but I'm pretty sure it was the same shot of Spider-Man punching the truck, but I'm pretty sure it was in a different background. They set changed background, and it was like a close-up shot of Electro walking in the Times Square.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that shot.
Dude, everyone in the city will know how it feels to live in my world. You know that scene? That part?
Yeah.
The Comic-Con trailer?
Yeah. And even the part with the explosion was different. It was at a different angle. The Times Square explosion thingy. It was at a different angle in the Comic-Con trailer, I believe. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Marcus. I forgot about that part. This is... The more I think about this, the angrier I get, because I just feel that this movie could have had so many better scenes in there, honestly. So many better scenes. We could have had more of the variants than the actual scenes we got. No, I don't think Max was any scene. Oh yeah, Max's mother. The mother scene was deleted. There was a scene of Max walking on the streets with his birthday card. That was totally deleted. We didn't see any of that, which was disappointing. Let me see, what else? Did we miss anything in the... Oh yeah. I think Shailene Woodley was actually in the movie, or for about a second.
Oh yeah, it's the part in the end of the film, where
the car crashing, the taxi, exactly.
Like,
that was just
like a sandwich.
Yeah, she was in the restaurant when that happened, so she was supposed to have been seen. Yeah.
Oh,
That was her only cameo.
I think we could have a Comic-Con trailer because if you've seen one of the featurettes, it featured a scene with unfinished Times Square sequence and one guy smashing into a corner on the wall from one of the Comic-Con trailers, you know?
The guy
And,
smashing into the wall.
yeah, it was supposed to be like in Ravencroft. I posted on somewhere on the Facebook group, and like the lead scene from some guy just, and also Spider-Man getting electrocuted, but this time it's like an unfinished sequence, there were no backgrounds, there were no lighting coming out, or coming inside Webster and then Tooth. And by the way, also there was going to be, there were also so many alternative shots, with Spider-Man jumping into the police car and Gwen kissing Gwen kissing Peter. And also there was like a different shot of the Spider-Man, Peter Parker as Spider-Man holding Gwen Stacy, right when Electro says, "They will see me and watch what I am."
Yeah, true. There's even another scene of the Gwen death scene when Peter is screaming. He's like screaming like ah. That was deleted completely.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And a couple of scenes where the truck hits the car. The truck hits the bus, and there were like close-up shots of Spider-Man's feet trying to destroying the ground just to stop the bus. And there was like a side shot of Spidey and a close-up shot of Spidey's mask. Just remember?
Yeah. It was just like him, like holding the bus, not just his feet.
I'll give you the link just so you can see some deleted scenes.
The Comic-Con trailer even had an overview shot of Oscorp, like they were going over Oscorp, like in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like an overview shot of Oscorp from the top, where it was like going over like that, like going over Oscorp like this. So.
Yeah, I gave you the link on a chat box. It's there.
Yeah. If I stream the video, my connection is gonna go haywire, so I'll do that later. Probably post it on in the comment section. Any new comments? I guess we've covered almost every single deleted scene, but there's just a few left. Am I forgetting something? It feels like we're forgetting a very important scene.
Oh, we got a new comment.
Forgetting a very...
Oh wait, it's just something else.
What is it? Okay. There's another deleted scene that we're totally overlooking. Completely. And we need to think. What is it? No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I believe every single swinging scene was featured in the movie. Every single swinging scene that was shown in the trailers was in the movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So kudos to them. That was good. Every single swinging scene was featured.
Yeah, some scenes were deleted, some things were not.
Okay, I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember a scene that never showed up in the movie that we just overlooked because it seems so similar. Wait. A septic. Wasn't there a septic of Spider-Man? Like, I know he was on the wall. They showed that picture. I mean, Harry's window. I know they showed that angle of him on the wall, but they didn't show the full angle. They only showed like his torso up from here, and I don't think that was cool. I think they should have shown the whole. Like, they should have zoomed out from that to see him on the wall completely. So many freaking variants of this movie. Sonny, what the hell were you thinking when you told the editor to change so many scenes? What's wrong with you? They did reshoots.
I always thought about that. You know, what? What?
I said that they did
reshoots. The torture shot. Oh yeah, they did most of the reshoots. You know, there's not. Yeah, I just like. You know, how am I gonna edit the Comic-Con trailer with the reshoots? I mean, it's not gonna be the same. I want a real Comic-Con trailer. I mean, they did the same with the Guardians of the Galaxy Comic-Con trailer. They did it with Iron Man. They did it with Iron Man 2. All that they had to do was to keep the music. But you know what? I agree with you on the most reshoots parts. But you know what? With them releasing the trailers for the Spider-Man 2, it felt like they were giving away a lot of stuff. So what I really wanted was I expected like them to release the Spider-Man 2 Comic-Con trailer as a real trailer, as like a teaser trailer, you know. I thought the teaser trailer would be just like the Spider-Man first teaser trailer, but this time it was around Electro, and then we're gonna have the theatrical trailer, which would be the Comic-Con trailer. And we could have lesser Rhino, lesser Green Goblin, and then we got most of shots focusing on Electro, because that is something that should have been made. You know, because I did not want it to be like 1 minute, because if you cut out the part with the Rhino, it could have been like 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it should have been like this. It should have been. I think the Comic-Con trailer should have been the actual trailer.
I agree. They should have finished the scenes and used the Comic-Con trailer as the first actual teaser trailer. That way, they wouldn't have to spoil the movie. Yes.
There was also the one part dialogue Mark Pearson has mentioned where Harry says, "My father spent more time watching you than me."
Yeah, isn't that the question of the day? See,
isn't that the breakfast of the day?
They changed that again to the "My father spent more time watching you than me," and now they just deleted the whole scene, and it's now, "Don't turn your back on me, Peter." Grabbing his freaking shoulder like, "What the hell are you doing, boy? I'm dying. Can't you see?" And they also deleted the I like the way you fry, boy. See?
Yeah, I like the way you cry, boy.
It's a joke, by the way, in case people actually think I'm being serious. He was. I don't know why people are hating on him. He was great as Electro. Totally great.
He's cool. Seriously.
Freaking badass. He was a freaking badass.
Let's just expect a couple of, now that Dane Train is, official, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see some pictures and pairings of Spidey and Green Goblin. I was like, and then there are some people hating. I was like, guys, are you homophobic? Seriously, just...
Dane and Spidey. I mean, see what I'm saying now? I'm relating Dane to Goblin completely. This is silly because I think about what's gonna happen when Peter finally sees Harry again. Like when they meet, what is he gonna do? Like, what is he gonna kill him? What is he gonna do when he sees Harry again? I don't know. If I were Peter, I'd kill him. But, to kill a woman I love, it's obviously something unforgivable. But do you think that Peter might just spare him? Like, he wouldn't want to kill him using his bare hands. But you think he would spare him if he were to see Goblin again?
Probably. I mean, they're still friends for a long time. They're childhood friends. I mean, Peter would be devastated if he would kill his own friend. But then again, Harry doesn't have a dad, and Peter doesn't have his parents. Then I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill themselves anyway.
True. It'll be
Dude,
cool.
how long do you think we
See
could
what,
do this? Because right now we just spent about nearly like 2 hours.
No shit, that's a lot. I think we discussed almost everything. Oh, Batman's costume. That's the last development of the week. Batman's costume, freaking awesome. Reminds me of the
Yeah.
Dark Knight Returns. I think it looks great. And Ben Affleck looks huge. I mean, he looks huge as it's
Muscles
the
are
perfect
big.
Batman build. Exactly. Really big. I think it's probably a bodysuit anyway, but I believe most of it is his actual body. But that is great. It's the perfect build for Batman. He's supposed to be huge. Supposed to be thick. Not too thick, but thick enough to be able to lift somebody with one hand and stuff. But it looks interesting. I'm excited. We've seen some pics of Gadot. Is it Gadot or Gadot? Oh, well, whatever. Gal as Diana, which is cool. I think if they're going with the whole, you go with New 52, she would just be like an ambassador for her country or her island or whatever. She would just be like, I don't think she'd be Diana yet, but I don't know. I'm not really into DC, so I don't know too much about it, but from the little things I know, I think maybe they're going to mix up the New 52 with the old mainstream. So
Yeah.
they might mix it up. Yeah.
Oh, and have you seen the new teasers for the upcoming trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to avoid teasers lately because I'm angry at what Sony did this to TASM3, and I don't want other companies to I don't want other movies that are coming out to be ruined for me
Dude,
before I even go in there.
dude,
I
you
just
can
don't want
trust
to. I
Marvel.
want to go in there surprised. I know, but seriously, I just don't. Frankly, the only trailers I would actually watch would be the first one. After the first one, that's it. I don't care about the second. I'm going about the third. It's only Spider-Man that I might watch the second and third. I just don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to be
Guardians of
spoiled.
the
I'm
Galaxy.
sorry, but how was it?
You do not want to get spoiled for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I want to just go in and enjoy the movie for what it is, not judge it based on freaking trailers and stuff.
All I can tell you is Chris Pratt is very, very hot now. I'm not kidding around. I'm not kidding around, dude. I'm not kidding around.
I never said you were. Never said you were.
Cool. Let's keep
That
it
is
that way.
Cool. Has anybody been keeping up with X-Men Days of Future Past?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they just already spoiled a couple of things.
I refuse to watch any of the other extra trailers. I only watched the very first one, and I haven't watched anything else. So I'm pretty much not spoiled. I want to enjoy the movie, like I said. I just hope Sony learns from TASM2 to not freaking show the entire movie before you go into the cinemas. Stop releasing freaking clips. Stop releasing freaking teaser trailers. Stop releasing freaking ads everywhere. Spoiling scenes from the movie. Spoiling plot points. They freaking spoiled the entire Gwen death scene. Almost the entire thing. We just didn't see her smash her head. That's the only thing that we probably didn't see on that whole scene. We saw Harry choking Spidey. We saw everything. They spoiled the whole thing. You bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I hope they learn this time around that you just try and take people off the plot points and just focus on things that people would be like, okay, is this all the movie has to offer? But then add just a little bit of, that suspense of, whoa, this is a huge plot point. I want to know how this ends. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That way you get people to go to the movie and they enjoy it for what it is, not that I've seen the look. Let me be honest. If we can create a partial HD version, 1080p of this movie right now with all the clips and the freaking bootlegs, we can create an almost HD 1080p version of this movie with all the deleted scenes. I'm not kidding. It's that bad. We've seen the movie twice. One with the deleted scenes, one without them. So we can create our own, we can mash everything up if we wanted. And
Yeah.
that's really bad for marketing in terms of like ruin the movie. We can even ask Marcus or other people who've seen a lot of these trailers, who've kept up with a lot of the teasers and all. Let's be honest here. We've seen every single scene that has to be seen in this movie, except the end. Probably we've seen the end. We saw the ending. We saw the freaking power plant scene. It's just a few parts that it removed. We had seen the Times Square scene almost fully. We had seen Goblin scene completely. Everything about the Goblin except Dane's speech. That's all we didn't see. Everything else has been ruined in this movie. We had seen almost the entire beginning of the movie, except for Richard Parker's, death scene and stuff. That's all. So it's just that's a problem with Sony. They need to stop freaking ruining the movie before it comes out. Seriously.
Yeah. So right now it's 10:38.
Yep.
And right now we have officially done about 2 hours worth of hangouts.
Plus the part 1, which we did.
That doesn't count.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. But the questions, the beginning counts. We had some good questions there, so they can watch it for the beginning. But when it gets all haywire, just come over to this one. And, finish
Yeah.
If anybody who's missed anything.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If there are no new comments, I think we should end this right now because we've talked enough about the future of the TASM franchise. Wait. For those of you who believe the TASM franchise is doomed, I say nay. It is not doomed. It's just gone over a bump, and it's gonna get over it. Just don't worry. Have faith in this franchise, please. Don't give up because TASM 2 was being hated on by critics. Stuff. Just don't give up on the series. It still has a lot to offer.
Really? Well, okay. I agree. Every time I panic when it comes to doing hangouts or connection problems, and when we're going to talk about Spider-Man, I just look at the little girl just striking pose with Spider-Man. Oh crap! It's lighting.
It's too bright. I can't see anything. It's like a repulsor blast or something.
Wait, let me just decrease the brightness. Settings.
Okay, there's still questions. There's still questions. Let's hear them. End this thing.
Okay. See? Let's look at this picture. I just took the picture of some girl posing with Spider-Man. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say. If I get panicked, I just look at some girl posing with Spider-Man. If I get to, oh, we got a new notification.
What is it? What is it? New comment?
Oh, from Mark Pearson.
Okay.
We have faith in Mark Webb, people. He's a genius.
Yeah. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank
you.
Wait.
I guess, Mark. I guess I should mention it here, just so that I don't have to repeat myself. For anybody who watches this video, I'm officially opening the auditions for my series, Spider-Man X. I mean, auditions for the voice of Peter Parker / Spider-Man. You are allowed to use any line from any series that is accessible, not a series created from your head. any series that is accessible. You are free to use lines from my series, fan series, anything, and you can do the voice of Spider-Man Peter Parker. He is 15 to 16 to 17, just 15 to 17. Just put it within that range. It shouldn't sound too old. It shouldn't sound too young, but you know. And of course, I will start receiving audition tapes on May 29th. So you have the whole of May to work on it. From May 29th, you can start sending in your auditions, and I'll work on them and decide who wins, like who gets the role. So good luck to everybody who auditions, and anybody who wants to personally message me on Facebook or YouTube. You can either subscribe to my channel, send me a comment, make a comment on here, go to Facebook, find me. I am Isa Bello Suleiman. Yeah, so that's it. Spider-Man X.
Without spoiling much away, I can tell you that I'm going to be voicing one particular character that every Canadian loves.
Yeah, no spoilers in the show. No spoilers. I wouldn't release.
I cannot tell you. I cannot give anything away from you, but I can tease you a little bit.
Yeah, sure. He signed a confidentiality agreement, so he can't talk. He can't.
I want to do voice Spider-Man, but then I realized I got a really bad voice, so I decided to voice somebody else.
Oh, in case you have questions about if other characters are open, I'm sorry. Currently, I cannot answer those questions because I've selected a few of my good friends to do some voices on the show. So, and some people are doing multiple voices. I guess they know themselves. One is on this chat right now. They're doing many voices, many voices, and I hope that goes well. I hope you love his interpretation of the characters. Obviously, as Mark Guzman stated, he's doing a voice as well. But if you name the villain, I will let you, if you message me personally and you ask to do the voice of the villain for season 2, yeah, I will consider your audition if you feel like that. But right now it's for Spider-Man / Peter Parker, the main character of the show, the guy that everybody's going to be talking about, not the creator of the show, but the voice actors. I don't know why that always happens. Why does that always happen? They never talk about the creators, only the voice actors of the show, but whatever. Go ahead. So good luck, everybody. Audition, please, and send in your tapes.
Okay. Isabel, do you think it's the right time to end our discussion?
If we have no new comments, I believe so.
Let's just check. We have any comments.
Okay.
I don't think we have any comments.
Let's give some shout-outs to some people. A shout-out to your channels, and I'll shout out my channel. So
shout out to me, New Super Avenger, also known as What the Actual Mar. Shout out to Isabel Swellen, also known as Toshiba 7.
I'll say it. It's okay. Thank you. I'll say it. Don't worry. My channel is Toshi Uchiha 7. Toshi, not Toshiba. Toshi Uchiha 7. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, and Mark Spearson, also known as MP Projects, or Great White 217. Also, shout out to Spider Vigilante. Shout out to Jay Westo2. Shout out to Spidey fans. Spidey. Reed, is it? Yeah. And,
shout out to Peter Kent.
Yeah. Shout out to Peter Kent. Shout out to
Sally Fulch.
Silly Fulch. Shout out to Gabe Digitanova, and a shout out to me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we've done as many shout outs as we can. Shout out to Spider Pixie And well, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kyle the Badass. Shout out to Kyle the Badass. I know he may not have joined, but he gave his comments prior to this hangout, so we'll give him a shout out.
Yeah, he's the living meme. So yeah, that's it, guys. We hope you enjoyed our discussion. We apologize for that we had any difficulties. We couldn't take it, but at least we figured out a couple of things out. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. All 4 or 2 of you, and 1 liker.
And congratulations to Mark Guzman for having his first hangout on this channel. First live hangout. Congrats. It was successful. Thumbs up. Well, thumbs up and peace. Peace, peace, peace. Venom 2 Million. Shout out to Venom 2 Million. Shout out to 7 Webheads. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, dudes. We'll see you later.
Peace. Peace.
Bye-bye. And stop the broadcast.